Yo, 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 and here we go. We're going to add to our budget spreadsheet here. We're going to add a few things. We're going to change the name because it's currently just called book, which is not very descriptive. And all of these expenses are per week, I said last time. So I'm going to make that a little bit clearer in my spreadsheet and add a yearly budget and a daily budget as well, so we can see how much money we have each year to spend. And we will also make it look a little bit better. So, first things first, this is currently called book, but it is a workbook. That's true. It is an Excel workbook, but maybe a better name would be budget. So let's call it budget. To do that, I just clicked up here and renamed it to budget. Excellent. Okay, what else? I've got my total income, total expenses, disposable income. All of these amounts of money are per week. First thing, it's not even obvious that they're money, is it? It just says 5. 5 what? 5 yen? $5? 5 ducks? To fix that, I'm going to select click in the middle of this cell and drag down for a few, maybe 30, it doesn't particularly matter, and change it to dollars. Oh, you can even choose. Really? That's new. What if I go here? There we go. Click on where it says general. That's the format of these numbers. You can change it to a date or a time. It will look really funny if I change it to a time. Midnight? What? A date? It thinks that this is the 1900s. But these are not dates, are they? This is an amount of money. So click on currency, money, and it will format it as money. It will display it as money, as dollars. We can do the same on these ones as well. Notice to select lots of cells, you click in the middle of the cell and you drag. And that way you can select any number of cells as long as they are connected, I guess. Anyway, click and drag, click up here, and then go currency. Beautiful. We can do the same for these ones as well. Currency. Excellent. So now everything is in dollars. That looks nicer. This here is the amount of money per week that we have left over. So let's put a little title on this table that we've got going here that says weekly budget. Maybe I'll call it per week. There we go. And if I know how much I'm getting per week, I've got $120 left to spend per week. That's a lot of money, isn't it? Oh, that's good. Then over here, I can make another column that's the amount of money I get in a whole year. Per year. And I won't have to calculate it. Excel will figure it out for me. I just need to tell Excel how to figure it out. Now, if I'm getting $132 per week, then I'm going to get a lot more per year. $132 each week. There are 52 weeks in a year, so the amount of money I'll get is 52 times that number. So I need to tell Excel I'm using a formula. I press equals, and now I'm going to click on that number, which is I2. So you could type I2, or you can click on it, and I want to multiply that by 52. In Excel and in programming, in many places on a computer, a multiply is Shift 8, and that will make this symbol called an asterisk. Maybe you don't use that symbol much, but that is multiply in programming and in a spreadsheet. So I want to multiply it by 52 and then press enter. Good. That is the amount of money I have that I'm getting in per year. That's a lot of money. I can do the same for expenses. I click on this cell, J3, equals. I'm going to click on that cell, and I'm going to multiply it by 52. Enter. Good. If you have a lot of cells where you need to do that, and the formula is very, 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 very simple, you can actually copy that cell and paste it below. If I click on this cell, J3, and hold Control and press C on Mac, it's Command C, and I click on the cell below, now I can do Control V or Command V and paste it. And because this cell, if I click on it, it's the cell to the left times 52. I'm going to press Escape to get out of that. If I click on this cell and look at the formula, I'm going to click in the formula, it's still the cell to the left times 52. We'll see later in the next video where we learn how to make Excel solve lots of Year 9 maths problems for us, which will be great. And we're going to use that trick to make it very easy to solve lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of questions with minimal effort. Cool. All right, press enter, all done. So now I'm figuring out the total amount of money per year. I wonder if we could figure out the amount of money each day. I would like to put that to the left here. Per week, per year. I would like to put per day right in here. I want to add an extra column because it makes sense, right? Day, week, year. To add a column to the left, I find it easiest to click on the column that you want to insert a column next to. So I want to insert a column to the left of column I. So I click on the letter I up here. And then there is a symbol here. There should be, not a symbol, an icon. Oh, insert. Yes. Oh, no, it's not there. Let's go back home. Sometimes things need a little bit of, you need to hunt for things. And often I like to move my mouse over things and you can see what these things are called. You know, like AutoSum. You could Google that and find out what it's called. More options. Aha, insert. If you click on insert, it would add a column to the left. And this one will be the amount of money per day. Enter. And I can make this a little bit shorter. It's really picky. You've got to make sure that when you're resizing it, that it shows that icon, that cursor, I should say. Okay. The amount per day is less than the amount per week. You know, and you know how many days there are in a week, right? There are 7 days in a week. So I want to get this number here, divide it by 7, and put the answer here. So the answer will go here, and it will be automatically calculated. So I need an equal sign, and it's going to equal this number, click on it, divided by 7. In Excel and in programming, a divide is a forward slash, like a fraction. It's next to the full stop on your keyboard. And remember, I wanted to divide it by 7. So this will get 132 divided by 7. If I press enter, $18.86. Did you notice that it automatically rounded it because it's currency? That's handy. We can do the trick that we learned before, oopsie, escape, where we can copy this cell down and then the other cells will also be automatically calculated. So I'll do Control C, click here, Control V, click here, Control V. How easy is that? Press escape to get out of this thing that we're doing. Now, for my money coming in, my money going out, and the money I have left to spend, I know the amount of money per day, each week, and each year. I remember when I first got my first full-time job as a teacher, which was really exciting. That was crazy, right? Having money coming in and responsibilities and rent to pay. And I made a spreadsheet quite like this one, so I would know how much money I had left to spend on things. And I would know that I could spend $17 each day, or I could save it up and, you know, maybe spend big when I go out to a restaurant, or I could save it up and put a lot in the bank. I would know how much money I have, and I wouldn't end up getting in debt, spending more money than I had. So really cool, really handy. Now, there was one last thing that I wanted to show, which is to make this a little bit pretty. To make it look a little bit better, I want these header rows. The top row that describes the table is called a header row. Maybe I will make it bold. So you click in the middle and drag for as many cells that you want to change. All of these I'll do and make them bold. Okay, good. And I suppose that these should be bold as well. Maybe I will put these descriptions here. I can change them so instead of being on the left of the cell, they're on the right or in the middle. I think it looks nice with them being in the middle. I also think this top row might look a bit better being in the middle. There we go. Maybe even this whole column in the middle. There we go. I should say in the center. There you go, center. Oh, that didn't seem to work. What if I select all of these? Maybe I change it to the left? Center. There we go, good. Center. You might have to do it twice if there's a mix of some on the left and some on the right. Okay, good. This is looking a little bit better. This is nice. And maybe I might add some color. Maybe this is my money coming in. I guess that's good. So maybe I'll make it green. And this is my money going out. So that can be orange-ish, red. It's kind of hard to read this now because it's a dark font on a dark background. To make it easier to read, if you're using a dark background, click on this little arrow next to font color and change the font color to white. And then it will be easier to read. Sort of. This is a header row, it's quite important. So maybe I'll make that row a little bit bigger. I'll move my mouse so it shows that icon. Make it a bit bigger. I notice that some of these are on the bottom and some of these are in the middle. So now I can select this whole, well, part of this row. Left click in the middle of this cell, drag it over here. I want it to be in the middle. There we go. And all in the center. Excellent, looking nice. What else? I guess these columns here, these cells, I should say. Maybe I will make these a light green, and I'll make these a light orange. Doesn't this look a lot nicer? What else? I'm starting to lose track of which row matches which amount. It's hard to see because there are no borders, there are no lines. So I'm going to select all of these cells in A and B. So the whole column A, and then click and drag to B. All of the column A and all of the column B. I'm going to click on the border arrow here and add all borders. And I'm going to do the same for these, all borders, and these, all borders, these, and these. There you go. This is looking a bit nicer, isn't it? What else can I do? We can make a nice thick bottom border here by going, there we go, thick bottom border. And I can do the same here. Thick bottom border. There we go. Yeah, you can get carried away. You can do all sorts of stuff. Like you could format this in the same colors as I could do this all day. You could format this in the same colors as these columns. And then these, select those, click. There we go. Disposable income. I don't know what color. Blue. There we go. These. There we go. You just make a beautiful looking budget. You can go much more than this. I remember my budget. I put a lot of love into making it really carefully maintained, so I know exactly how much money I had to spend, and it worked out really well for me. I didn't have to. I was very lucky, both with my job and with my finances and my situation, that I could try to put money away so that I would get some interest. But it is a whole lot easier to do if you can track what money is coming in and what money is coming out, and Excel is a beautiful way to do that. Anyway, we've learned a lot in just making this budget. Yeah, I'll let you get on with the challenges for this, and good luck with it. Bye.